Peace, love, and blessings, fam. I want to address something right quick. Um, you have to be responsible for your own decisions. I see a lot of relationships where individual in the relationship wants to blame everything on the other individual, and that's not just in sentimental relationships or carnal relationships. I just mean in life, where an individual will make certain decisions that are against their own better judgment and then blame the other individual. Now, yes, we are all creatures of emotion, or we act out in emotion sometimes, which I try to encourage individuals not to do. You should never let another individual allow the way you respond or how you react to them based off an emotional trigger. A lot of times it may be actually done on purpose, because you've done that so many times in the past that they know how to get a reaction out of you. But I mean it in the most sincere sense that you still have to be responsible and accountable for what you do, whether it's in reaction to another individual or in direct response to that individual. You don't have to attend every argument you invited to. So if it gets to a point that you're always responding or reacting, whether it's to text messages, whether it's to calls, whether it's to belligerent accusations, we have to get out of the habit of responding to that. Because if a wise man and a fool are both arguing, you can't tell the difference between which one is which. And especially males and females that are co-parenting. It's sad that many people don't realize that the decisions they make are actually affecting the kids in a negative manner more than the other partner. Because now your child has to suffer from instances that may involve child support, where the individual will get locked up, or the unnecessary arguments that are full of just so many negative vibrations that the child picks up on that. We're actually teaching children not to communicate in a proper manner. We're teaching children to be violent, to scream and holler, and to argue in a manner that is it's not very cordial, one, and it isn't what some would deem as civilized. Because we ought to be able to just talk and discuss anything. Just summing up, you have to be able to accept what you've done. You can't be mad at the other individual, especially if you've made a choice in reaction to their choice or their decision or their words. Yes, they may have played a part in it, but you have to accept your responsibility in it. Because again, if you're in a room with yourself, by yourself, and something goes wrong, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. So even though you may have a legitimate reason to why that button was pressed and you reacted, at the end of the day, you still have to accept that it was your fault. You can't blame the other individual. You can't push it off on somebody else, because it's only so long you can cry wolf.